That's just that's just first off hand. You gotta think about that. That's just going with the religious standpoint. So going through that when it goes to good, great, and phenomenal, anybody can be great. That's obvious. The devil is already great as it is, but to be phenomenal, the devil isn't not a phenomenal entity.
See, we need to put a chart on and let them understand what great and great. Because what I like is y'all putting a duality. Y'all can be great at what y'all do, whether it's good or bad. Because excuse my language, some people are good at passing class and some people are good at shaking ass.
Hey!
Now, whether you feel like that's good or bad, I mean, that's on the individual. But there's different levels of being great. Because even though some people feel like such and such is a bad president, this, that, and the third, I mean, some people feel like he's great. Some people feel like he's terrible.
Depends on who you talking to and what.
I could care less at this point. And then you got Hitler. People feel like he's a terrible individual,
but he was phenomenal at what he did.
He did, absolutely. I have,
Now,
which is terrible.
It was bad. Don't get us wrong. Don't get us wrong. It was a horrible thing to do.
No doubt.
But he was phenomenal.
Yeah, manipulation was to the T.
Right.
Like T. To get to the point where he was to the T. And what I would like to say also on that factor of mind, if somebody wants to go to art school, let them go to art school. Because he wants to go to art school, and you see what happens. So if somebody wants to be an artist, let them be an artist.
Let them do it. Let them do it. 100%.
But to the T, everybody has their own wall. Anybody can be great in any aspect.
Right.
But just don't tell them they can't do it. And there's an individual that's like, I bet. And then they end up doing it. Because then you end up having a bad situation or a good situation. Most people, if they're in a bad situation, they say, oh, you can't do it. Oh, word?
Right, oh, word? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You ain't never gonna pass college. Oh, word?
Oh, word? I got you.
There's some advisors that will tell their students you'll never get past high school. Like, first off, you're an advisor, you should never say that to your student. Second off, you gonna catch the individual. Oh, word?
Yeah.
They either gonna do something positive or negative to that.
Oh, you said I ain't gonna pass high school. Well, might as well just drop out now and I'll become a drug dealer.
For real. Oh, well, real quick, shout out to Inky Johnson, because that's a perfect example right there. My man with the cop coming up to him, telling him he ain't gonna make it, end up making it. Shout out to that one. All right,
shout out to Inky.
Yeah.
If y'all can see it well, he's on the wall.
Yeah.
He's on the wall.
Big time, man.
So for y'all, do y'all believe in the glass ceiling that's in life? The glass ceiling as in meaning you can't do something. You can visualize it, but you don't know. You can see it, you can visualize it, you feel like you can do it, but it's that glass ceiling that's stopping you. You don't know how to break it.
Oh, that's that wall, brother.
That's that wall, and that's that push. Because a glass ceiling and a wall of any kind, no matter how it is built, can be knocked down. And the glass ceiling, even more importantly, what I like about a glass ceiling is when you walk up to a glass ceiling, you can see your reflection. And when you see your reflection through that glass ceiling, you figure out, like I had to figure out a couple times, the only person that's stopping me is me. You know, the only person that's keeping me from going through this glass right here for me, like I'm afraid of bleeding. When I punch this glass, I'm afraid of bleeding. Don't nobody really want to punch through glass because they're afraid of some sharp stuff. You know, I see in movies, they punch through a glass, banging all that, and knuckles messed up, all bleeding. But the glass no longer there no more. I can walk through. I can even go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta go to the janky one back there. I can go to the front one. I can go to the real one. You know what I'm saying? I can scoot home forward and everything. So I think no matter how much the glass wall, you can put bricks on that bad boy, you can put steel on it. I mean, it's when it goes to it back all the way back to what Grandmaster Tone said, that's mental. That's the mental aspect right there. You have to look at whatever wall that's coming up to you. You have to recognize what the wall is. First of all, what the wall is. If you don't know what the wall is, you may look at the wall. If you don't know what it is, you really might turn back. But you got to know what the wall is.
You better knock me down
and figure that out.
See what it is. What it is. Where's the stud? I need something. Where's the stud at?
knock down the wall.
Is this plaster?
Hey. But you figure out the wall. I mean, you can get through it when you figure out the wall. Even the glass ceiling. Not all, man. I mean, you can walk on water with glass. I know that sounds a little bit weird.
That sounds drinking in the water.
Don't it? It does. But you can Yo.
Hey,
oh
look,
man.
Hey, what I gotta say about that glass ceiling, fam? I treat that like a mime, bro. Yeah, that's like y'all being a mime. Think about it like this. Like I know y'all seen mimes like on TV, because I know a lot of people haven't seen mimes in real life. I haven't, unless it was on Pokemon when I seen Mr. Mime.
Okay.
Besides that, when you see a mime perform an act,
yeah,
exactly. You're like, what's that? Is it a wall? Is that a door? Like literally, they making it up as it go. You know what I mean? If they making it up as it go, that means they're literally like, okay, they're making a scene, they're making a situation. If they feel like it's a wall right there, to them you like, what are they doing?
But to them it's a wall right there.
To them it's a wall right there, and they have to find their way through. Right. It's all mental. It goes back to the first thing you said: mental, physically, spiritually. You got to get through the mental first.
Okay. I like that.
You gotta get through the mental first.
Tom, anything else? Anything else?
It's for me, that glass ceiling. What's up with this guy? For me, the glass ceiling is me as a person. It's hard for me to break, to show my true potential. I don't know why. I tried bricks, I tried stones, I tried everything. And
I was thinking that it was Three Little Pigs for a second.
I
huff and I puff.
Blow that bad foot. And it's like I try, I feel like I get there, I knock on it, go 3 steps back. 2 steps forward, damn, I'm almost there. 5 steps back. Yeah. Like for me, it's like every time I get into a good situation and I feel good about myself, something has to happen. Something happens. Junior year of high school, made it to nationals, ranked 2nd coming out of semifinals. Run on the 4x4, get that qualified, but I started feeling a twist in my hamstring. Okay. For one, my 4x4 got last and in finals. Yeah, we still All-American, but we got last in the 4x4 because I couldn't produce like I needed to. I had the 8, I got last because my hamstring was hurting. Yes, I'm an All-American. A lot of people can't say that about themselves. But that stopped me. I get here, trying to produce, have hip surgery, set me back a whole year. Now, it's like nicks and gnats that's getting me against that glass ceiling. Like, all right, so I see my potential, I'm going there. And it's like, yeah, come back down here a little bit. Just like a Monopoly, you go get that community chest, go back 3 spaces. And it just so happened every time you go back 3 spaces, you gotta do that little tax thing, you gotta put that $2 million down to pay the park. That's how it feels for me.
Okay. And not to mention you end up on somebody's property afterwards.
You're right. Afterwards, and then
and they just so happen to have a hotel, and like
game over.
You gotta go bankrupt. So okay, so what for that? Because I know that's easier for somebody to actually feel that. I know there's plenty of people going through that. So what's your extra fight to keep you going to? Because most people I know, they feel like, for instance, that's life for them. It's easy for them to be like, okay, this is gonna happen, so I'm already go ahead. Before we even get to the wall, I'm gonna go ahead and just back up. I'm gonna go to a different thing. So what's the push for you to keep to keep being that agitator at that wall?
For me, it's that mental dog that we was talking about. Yeah, we talked about it, the lion versus gazelle, and I'm that gazelle. The reason I am that gazelle is, yeah, I might not be the best, but I'm striving to be the best. I'm always striving to like we said before, that gazelle always, just because a lion is coming after him and we pass the slowest gazelle, I'm trying to go past that gazelle and that one and that one. I'm trying to get to the lead pack just to know I got enough cushion just in case he got friends coming too. So that gets me. Also, having the right people around me to let, hey bro, it's cool, you know, every setback is a major comeback.
Hey,
it's cool. Like, hey, chill, like, relax, you good, relax. So that's what really gets me. Like I told you earlier about your knee.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes God will tell you, hey, you need to sit down, you need to rest. Alright, you don't want to listen? Hey, I'm gonna tell you again, you need to rest. Alright, you still don't want to listen. Alright, you need to rest. I told this man, that's like, hey, you're just gonna be sitting down for about 2 weeks. God's telling you need to sit down. He ain't gonna tell you to sit down for long. It's gonna be about 2 weeks. What happened? 2 weeks later, he's back running.
I was back rolling.
And running like he never has before.
Yeah, literally.
So when you need to chill, God's gonna tell you that you need to chill.
Yeah.
I feel like the man upstairs is like, hey, your time is coming to break that glass. It's just not right now.
Mm.
Oh, dang, I'm close. Is it my time? No, it's not your time yet. Still. Hey, how about that? No. This year, I feel like it was my time, but it's all about the man upstairs. Depending on what he has planned for you, is what you really gonna do. Mm-hmm. So that's what really get me pumped up in doing that.
Feel that. That's great. I mean, last time you got anything else added on?
I mean,
one
thing I was gonna ask, like, sometimes you can't always just be like waiting, because some people will be like, all right, I'll wait, but nothing gets done.
Mm-hmm.
Just like some people just put all their faith, like, God gonna make it happen. Well, if you got a test and you don't study, what do you expect to happen?
Right.
Like, you gotta put something in. It's like a potluck. You got your own potluck with God. You got to put your fair share in too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he gonna look at you crazy like, be out your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I only asked you to put 10% in. What you
doing? Right.
What's up?
You still putting in like 2.5%.
Swear. I mean, I've pulling from Tyler Perry, one of his Medea plays.
It's one of them. Watch them all.
Yeah, one of his Medea plays.
Don't watch the Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah,
watch the Medea movie.
There was a reference of like he in a paraphrase situation. Medea was pretty much saying that when you pray, you know, your prayer could be answered right then and there. It's just about the effort and the time that you put in to make that prayer come true. It could have already come true. You know what I'm saying? If you're praying to get a better body, if you're praying for a better woman or a man, if you're praying for a car, like, it could already be done. It's just not right now. You have to go get it. You literally have to put in the effort and the time to go get it. Again, with Master, don't stand still on it. Can't just stand still on something. Just because you say, I want better grades, you don't study, you don't put the time in that you're going to get a better grade. If you look at the test, you have no idea what's on it. It's only at that point a guessing game, and it's only by sheer will that you may pass that test. I mean, legit sure will. But definitely, I mean, for the majority of saying, if you don't put in the work, within it, you just not gonna happen for you, and you just can't stand still from it. So yeah, most definitely, I definitely agree upon that, and I want to say, so just be aware again for the big thing. What taking away from this, what we all pretty much put into it, it's mental. Yeah. The number one thing is mental. You know, if the mental part is there, the physical and the spiritual will come with, because you understand yourself, you understand the situation, you know the wall, you know the ins and outs of what you got to do with the wall. You can get out of the wall, punch through the wall, do whatever you got to do. It's going to be painful. There's nothing without pain from a wall.
Everything you do in life, if it's willing and well enough to do, it's going to be painful.
It's going to be painful, but at the end of it, it's going to be worth it. On the other side of the wall, there's gonna be light. There's gonna be glory. From what David Goggins, I remember he said that there's this cool, comfortable side over here, right? And then there's this light. But between all of this light is all of that bullshit in between, all that darkness in between, and that has to get through for you to see the light, the other side, which is grace, and which is the better part of yourself and what you are looking for.
And we still keeping this PG.
Yeah, barely. I ain't gonna hold, but majority PG. But
hey,
yes.
hold on. But listen.
Yeah.
This is for the elementary school kids who don't have the father, who is looking towards the streets for the father figure. This is for the high schooler who really don't know what they're gonna want to do in life.
Go to the internet.
Who's going to school every day, but it's just going there to be with their friends and be around the wrong people. This is for the people that's in college, like us, who thinking about, dang, I'm in college spending all this money, but I'm not really learning nothing.
Life is a confusing time, man. If I got to say anything, give back. Give back to the community, man. I don't know if y'all have, but have y'all went back to y'all school, talked to like different classes?
Almost definitely.
Yes,
almost definitely.
Yes,
most definitely.
Between,
especially my middle school.
For me, I always go back to the track team.
Yes.
Because the track is my safe haven. I always go back to the track team, and I try and talk to them. Out of the 7 years I've known my track coach, he's been the same with every track athlete he ever had. He's always been the same. Now, out of all that people being the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people went to college on track scholarships. 3 of them dropped out in the first semester. One of them got kicked out because he was a hurdler and he couldn't adjust to the higher hurdles. One graduated, the other one is me, one is at Arkansas State, and another one is in Wisconsin right now, running track. So out of 7 people, I'm probably missing some, but out of the 7 people I just named, only 4. In 7 years that I've known this man, only 4 are still in college, running, doing what they have to do.
Right.
So I try and go back to them like, hey, if I can do it, you can do it.
Right.
If the people in the past can do it, you can do it. It just matters what you're going to do at the next level. Once you get to that next level, it's a whole different ball game. You got to make sure that you eat right. You got to make sure that you sleep. You got to make sure that you're not hanging around dipshits.
Real talk.
And make sure that, hey, when it's time to turn that homework in, you got something to turn in. When it's time to turn that paper in, that's 5 pages. Make sure you got 5 pages and a half just in case your teacher trying to be on BS with you.
Even, the procrastination. If something is due, a week, a month, get it done as soon as possible. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Especially being, for us being athletes, we never know when we're going to be on the. Well, we know when we're going to be on the road,
Right.
but we never know if we're going to be on the road and the hotel Wi-Fi is slow.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
Oh boy!
Hey,
oh,
hold on.
It's the worst thing. You trying to get homework done. I ain't gonna hold.
Or
we got a test.
Or
who
we
got
on
the
the
hot
bus.
spot? Who got the hot spot?
Or we on the bus and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We just not getting home, and we gotta go to class at 8 a.m.
Right.
So you tell me I gotta go to class
next day.
After, for one, I'm sore from competing. For two, I'm cramping from riding on this bus for so long, and I'm asleep, so I can't get water. For three, I'm uncomfortable. By the time I get to sleep, I'm comfortable.
Hell, my nerves are on fire because I have to get up. Like, I'm irritated.
So
I hope y'all don't join Greek life.
Yeah.
So with that, it's making sure that me and Mr. Shaw here, we just came up with the 3Ds this week.
Right.
And we didn't even think about it till one of our friends texted me, was like, dang, y'all really like the ghost. Like, y'all getting up at 5:17 in the morning. Why y'all say 5:17? Because I wanted to get up at 5:15. He wanted to get up at 5:20. I just said, let's go split down the middle.
Split down the middle, 5:17.
We get up at 5:17. You don't know this, but we get up at 5:17 in the morning and work out for 30 to 45 minutes.
Yep.
I try to get up at 5 and then go to the gym.
and it's all about discipline.
Yep.
Facts.
Determination.
Facts.
Dang, I always forget the last
Discipline, determination. It's in your phone.
It's in the phone. It's
determination. Dedication?
Dedication. There we go. So, them are the 3Ds that you need. Not 3 dicks. 3Ds that you need. For you to be successful. Now there's other things that you may need, but just with those 3, you'll be fine. You'll be great. Now, if you want to get to that phenomenal moment, you gotta put that extra thing in. You gotta put in that extra work.
Be aware. It's okay to step back and recognize. Like I said, it's okay to step back, analyze what's going on, understand who you are, and then you'll be able just like that wall, just like that wall, you'll be able to step over that wall that is seemingly great. And you will go over to your phenomenal self. So that's
just remember, life ain't sweet.
we got the raw honey on deck. We got the raw honey on deck.
Unfiltered honey, man.
You know what I'm saying? What's saying, Tone?
A spoonful of honey a day keeps the doctor away.
Facts on everything. So thank y'all.
Welcome to another rendition of the Quality Tone.
Yeah, we got
Talk Session
special guest
podcast with a special guest of Grandmaster Tone.
100. Stay great, stay safe.
We'll see you again next week.
Thank you.
Doses.